if we are not able to listen, we won't understand what's happening and how to handle. I believe in meditation. I love
Yes,
to do
ma'am.
meditation. They learn from the teachers, they learn from their parents, they learn from their principals. Children are very good in imitating.
Today, I am going to introduce a personality with an analytical bend of mind, a person with a collaborative and problem solving approach to the situations, a master's in education, and also an MA in geography from HP University. We have with us Mrs. Anita Luxmi Dhar, a principal at Tagore Global School, Kurukshetra. For today's podcast, she has an experience over 25 years of teaching and has worked in various schools during this duration. Without taking much time, I would like to start this initiative, ma'am. So, my first question to you is, as a pioneer of this education system, it will be better if you can share your journey in this field of education that could strongly impact our students. Please, ma'am.
Yeah, I feel when I talk about my journey, like when I was a student, I started teaching at that time because in KV school there was a teacher required for the PGT geography. Though I was not having any experience, but I had a passion for teaching. I love kids, and that made me to go for this because my father itself was in a teaching, and my few of the family members they are in the teaching. So I can say that it has been by birth with me. So when I used to teach them, I was totally lost in it because if you have passion and you love to do something, then you're going to do wow.
This is true,
Because
ma'am.
your hobby becomes your passion and it works better way. I feel like there has been lots of challenges also. It's not easy to, I mean, like go on teaching because you have variety of the students. There is the variation, individual differences, different tastes. Some they have interest in study, some they don't have, and you have to handle everybody.
True.
So I feel even though a person who is going to teach is not only a teacher, he has to be versatile, dynamic in approach. At times they can be even the anchor, dramatist, artist,
Every mood is being
or yeah,
present there.
they can be even the dancers.
True.
When you're teaching the junior children, you have to be in a different way. When you're going to the senior classes, you are, I mean, approach has to be different. So you have to have multitasking and should have,
Dynamic nature.
yes, good, I mean, knowledge about your subject as well as what is happening latest. You have to update for everything. Then I feel you can easily make the children to listen you. And the best part is that what I feel that every individual is important and every individual to be taken care, their emotions not to be hurt, and they should be not considered they are children, so we can do anything or we can say anything. No, everybody's sentiments to be taken care of and we should respect for that.
True, ma'am. Even we will be knowing this thing from you and we will be learning the same from you, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, my next question to you is, how do you foster a positive and inclusive school culture as a principal?
See, I feel to be positive for everything, it is something, it doesn't come within a day. To
True.
be positive is not easy.
Yes.
To be bad person is very easy. To be good is very difficult.
Hmm.
And for that, it is the time and the journey and when you are having the lots of dealing with the different kind of a children, parents or other things, then you learn that how to tackle the things.
True.
Your experience teaches you how to have.
Their emotions also
Yes,
matter the most
yes,
there.
yes. And when we talk about the how the culture should be, I think for a leader, any leader, not only the particular school leader, they should have enough understanding and patience to listen others, because if we are not able to listen, we won't understand what's happening and how to handle. And one more thing is there, you can listen to the people only when you have that much tolerance and patience to understand others' perspectives. We need to see. And when we talk about empathy, that empathetic attitude has to be there so that we can understand the things in a better way. So whenever any teacher or the student or parent comes to me with any kind of a problem, I try to listen, try to understand,
Hmm.
and I analyze myself, whatever has been told to me, is it okay or not? I verify, and
Yes.
there I have to have patience. I don't lose.
Hmm.
And for that, to develop the patience, one should adopt some of the hobbies, or I believe in meditation. I love
Yes,
to do
ma'am.
meditation. I think when a person has meditation in their habit, they can control their own body system. They know when to react and when not to react. I mean, that helps a lot.
True, ma'am.
And meditation also makes you to love everything. And
Hmm.
I think that is my strength. I love
Hmm.
every child, whether they are naughty or not, whatever they are, I love them.
Moreover, the thing is like we have to focus like what is their perspective
Yes.
and what they are feeling while
We
they are
need to understand, and
true.
understanding cannot be until unless you don't listen to them
Hmm.
and try to understand that why, what makes them, why this
Hmm.
problem is there, is it actually there, is he really facing the problem. You need
Hmm.
to talk to all those person who are connected with that, and then you need to talk about the solution part, that how I can help this child, because I said child is important. So we
Hmm.
need to see how I can provide the comfort to the child, because child should feel comfortable. They are the future,
Hmm.
and they are the
They are the
nation
leaders.
builders. So we
Hmm.
need to take care of each and every.
True.
I feel that we should not neglect anything.
Hmm.
We should take even a small thing very seriously. That
Hmm.
why and how it happened. Is it actually? I mean, everything
And
to be
how we can
pointed.
cure them and how we can nurture them.
Yes, that has to be
Hmm.
like we are talking about the children to be.
Yes.
You know what? They learn from the teachers, they learn
Hmm.
from their parents, they learn from their principals.
Hmm.
Children are very good in imitating.
Yes.
And I think students, they understand more their teachers than their parents. If
We
a
agree, ma'am.
teacher has said something, they
Hmm.
consider it as a noted point, and
Hmm.
you tell them anything, they won't understand you. They will simply say, my teacher has
Had
said
told
this and
me,
she
huh?
is always correct. They
True.
have that trust and faith. So
Hmm.
it is up to the teacher how well she
And
is being
how to
prepared.
react in front of the students.
Yes,
That also
yes.
matters the most.
It is the, how the teacher in the classroom is going to do the magic.
Hmm.
How good she is, how smart she is to work on.
Yes.
Because I have already said, teacher is not only the teacher, she has a dynamic personality. She should possess the dynamic
Hmm.
personality so that she can handle the children of any type. Like, this is how.
Great, ma'am.
There are, to groom the children, to nurture the things in them, there are number of activities being done
Hmm.
in the schools where they can be taught how to, I mean, work, how to develop their personalities, how to
Hmm.
be positive. There are number of activities done. It's not only the studies. There are a lot many other co-curricular activities through which we
Yes.
can imbibe some of the qualities
Even
in
this
them.
was one of my questions. Like, can we discuss about some extracurricular activities that can enhance some basic development of the students?
Yes, there are a number of, I think every activity is developing some or the other thing. When
Hmm.
we talk about teaching learning process, it's not only the curricular activities. Apart from that, there are a number of co-curricular activities, like we are talking about the sports activities or the
Hmm.
TED Talks or, assembly activities or the
Yes.
project-based learning or dancing or,
Sketching, drawing.
yes. I mean, there are number of
Hmm.
variety of things where they can, even when we are giving them to do some project work, it can
Hmm.
be related to making of any structure
Yes.
or any project or any model related
Hmm.
to art and craft or anything. Everything makes them learning. If I'm saying that you have to dance on particular song, there also they are learning how to be collectively, how to work as a team, how to
Hmm.
understand each
What is
other.
togetherness and
Yes,
how they can
yes,
correlate with
yes.
some other person?
It's all about togetherness and
True.
synchronizing. That
Hmm.
cannot be coming until unless you don't come to the level of understanding.
Hmm.
And that can be only when you are all together. And when
Yes.
they do it together, it becomes beautiful.
Hmm.
Otherwise, they won't be synchronized and your dance won't look like a dance. It's just an
True.
example what I'm talking about. Like if they have the competition for the some games or sports,
Mm-hmm.
like one class versus other, or one school versus
Or some
other.
inter-school
Yes,
competitions.
yes, there are different inter-school competitions, the
Hmm.
feeling of belongingness, and then
Yes.
fight for this, that makes them to be together.
Hmm.
This is how the things they come.
Like that is my school. This is my representation. I am
Yes,
representing my school
yes.
here.
And there they feel, yes, they are connected or
Yes.
related
True,
to
ma'am.
each other. I mean, even when we talk about that, communication skills or other
Hmm.
kind of skills, they have been given the topic, okay, you talk about this particular topic, or the group discussions, you talk
Hmm.
about criticism. And I mean, they should have the tolerance to understand critics, or how
Yes.
the, you know,
And to give a space to the second person to speak
yes,
and to listen as well.
yes. So these are even
Hmm.
development of the patience, when you are
Yes.
understanding others and trying to listen others' perspectives. It
Hmm.
develops the respect for others, feelings,
Yes.
the way they understand. Because see, every individual has this different perspectives. What is good for
Hmm.
you may be bad for me.
Yes.
So I need to have the respect for individual
Hmm.
perspectives. This is what.
True, ma'am. Ma'am, do you feel like what is the current situation of the students? Do they actually perceive that thing?
Yeah, I feel nowadays the child has become more advanced,
Yes.
and they may have knowledge more than the teacher, because they have lots of resources available to
Yes,
them.
ma'am.
After pandemic, they have, all the information available with the
Hmm.
different media.
With the sources of
One
internet
topic,
or some
yes,
other.
internet and all. One topic is easily available on YouTube, or
Hmm.
you do the Google or Chat GPT, you get
Yes.
lots of stuff.
Hmm.
So they may have learned the things,
Hmm.
and they may be knowing more than the teacher. What is required is like the values and mentoring the children. That is more important, because providing the information, they have information. We can
Hmm.
guide them which information to be collected and how to
Which
collect.
information is
uh,
correct and which is not?
which one to be
Hmm.
I mean, used, and what not to
Yes.
be used, because they may be, diverted, because there are
Hmm.
lot many other worldly affairs
Yes.
coming up.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
they may be trapped, so we need
Hmm.
to check them. The role of a teacher is now to check them they are moving in a correct way, and
Hmm.
go on, guiding them, counseling them, because the information is easily available to them.
Hmm.
That's not
Accessibility is easy here.
easy.
Hmm.
Accessibility for the information is easily
Hmm.
available. Rather, it can be more than what book is talking about.
Yes.
One topic teacher has said prepare, child may
Hmm.
have information or Googled, or availed the resources more than
Yes.
that. Yes, but
Hmm.
the thing is, this is also the reason that why it creates many a times
Hmm.
disturbance in
Yes,
the
true,
class,
ma'am.
that they feel I know more than the teacher what the teacher is all about. That
Hmm.
kind of things can
So,
be a
ma'am,
problem.
what is your suggestion to maintain that equilibrium point where a student is having a greater perspective than a teacher and they somewhere
Uh,
disrespect
yes,
the perspective
there
of
the
a
teacher
faculty?
has to be more smarter than the
Yes.
children. We have to train the teachers to be
True.
more smarter, and that's why I was saying that they may have information, but the application of that
Hmm.
information and what is the correct way to use that information, there the teacher has to be more smarter,
True.
and a smarter teacher will be more, I mean, educated or
Hmm.
trained, well trained, and will be more informative. Because, when I was a teacher and before going to the class, I do
Hmm.
remember we were not having these digital supportive system. But
Hmm.
before going for one topic, I used to open my 10 books,
Yes.
and I
Yes.
used to see the
Even
what,
our teacher prepared the same, like they
yes,
do go to the libraries, they do have
lesson plan,
plenty of books
yes,
revolved around them, and
yes,
they source all of the knowledge
yes.
at their utmost resources so that they can give their best to the students.
Yes, even I used to imagine that in
Hmm.
my class, children, what kind of a question they can raise. I used
Yes.
to prepare that level. My
Hmm.
imagination used to be that my child can ask me this also, that also. Because see, I feel that I was more concerned about children,
Hmm.
so I always thought that they should get the best.
True.
And that's why I used to come very well prepared, so that
Hmm.
children should not feel my teacher is like this or
Yes.
that. And there you built a rapport. And once the rapport is positively connected with the child, I think child obeys you even without raising your, different ways or the means.
Yes.
They will simply understand what you are trying to get from them.
Yes,
That is
ma'am. Agreed.
rapport build up, very
Yes.
important.
True, ma'am. So my next question to you is, uh, can you please share your vision for the future of education and the role of your school in preparing students for it?
I feel, what the future of education is, that is uncertain, because
Yes.
every now and then there is a technology is introduced, some or the other thing is coming up, and what our children need to do is that they should be ever ready for adapting the skills. We should train them to be quick learner and how to,
How to
learn the
grasp,
different skills.
true, how to
Yes,
grasp the knowledge more
adaptive.
efficiently.
Yes, adaptive to learn, and one skill is not going to help them. They have to be versatile,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
see, earlier the people were using the computer, then they moved to the other paradigm shift, another paradigm shift, and I think after chat GPT, AI, and after AI something else, and it is going on because things are going on. Who are going to be the successful is who are ready to accept the changes and move with the changes. They are
Yes.
going to be, so we need to make them to be quick learner and grasp the things and adapt the things as per the scenario moving. We cannot be rigid or fixed to one point. We
Yes,
have to be
ma'am.
versatile. Yes.
And next is, according to you, what is the true importance of collaboration between educators, students, and parents for the overall success of a school?
I think it's not, they are highly required. All
Yes.
stakeholders are highly required, and collaboration is important thing, because in 21st century skill, collaboration is one of the important skill,
Yes,
where
ma'am.
we have to join hands together to make one thing to be the best. And without the help of the parents or the stakeholders, because it's a policy and plan which should move all together in and linked form. Like one teacher thinking something about the children, it cannot be attained until unless the support of the parents
Parents.
or support of the stakeholders is not with us. We
Hmm.
won't be able to attain it. I can give you one example. Like if I'm thinking about this particular child is having some behavioral issues that I have observed, and if I'm sharing it with the parents or the teachers, they should also have the
Same empathy.
understanding and
Yes.
same type of the empathy for what I am saying. If there will be the understanding and it's clear, then we can all collectively, collaboratively work on the
That
solution.
particular student,
And
yes.
one is thinking about the solution, other is not thinking about the solution, it won't work. Every time I think we can successfully run anything, that is
By
with
joining the
the,
hands
yes,
together.
by joining hands together and with the collaboration only. Nothing will be achieved until unless we are not
All
united.
together and
Yes,
united.
all together with the one thought process. Again, this is understanding,
Yes,
how
ma'am.
much you are able to understand from the child's perspective, from the parents point of view, as well as from the management side, like what
Yes.
all is going on that way.
And ma'am, what I also had observed that some of the parents do tackle up their students, do tackle up their children from some major activities, like they do save them. They do work as a safeguard. Like if a teacher is scolding some student, or if a teacher is trying to say a parent like your ward is not having something good enough in the school, and how, like what impact should it could state in front of the student.
See what there, I think that is tough for a teacher to handle.
Yes.
But still, if a teacher has positive attitude and perspective for that, it is how your pure intention is towards the child.
True, ma'am.
If your intention is clear and
Hmm.
you're positive and you actually want some change in him, it
Hmm.
will happen. The only thing is, in that case, what I do, my even teachers they say, "Ma'am, this particular parent won't,
They are not
be
ready
with us."
to
Yes,
listen.
I said, okay, this is the child. Forget
Ah.
about the parents. You are only parent. You mummy, you daddy. You
Oh.
all also teacher. Now see what best we can do for the child.
Hmm.
Think in that way. Keep other things constant.
Yes.
Now with you as a teacher,
As a
as a
mother,
parent, as a
yes.
mother, what you
Hmm.
think can do for the child, do that way, because we cannot ignore the child. Somebody
True,
has
ma'am.
to take initiative.
Hmm.
Let that body be you or me. I am there to help you whenever you need. I am with you. Let's work on.
Yes,
This is
ma'am.
what we do. And slowly, gradually, when the child also observe these things,
Hmm.
that how positively they are continuously working,
And that thing is for their betterment.
your mind becomes happy. You
Hmm.
feel pleasure because you have something to do. And without hobby, hobby or any kind of a co-curricular activities, if parents are enhancing and supporting the child, okay,
Yes.
you are good artistic, then let us make you to learn some artistic
Hmm.
work, or we will make a teacher
Like
to
some of
help
the
you.
parents, what they do is they do force their student to stab under
Yes.
some basic courses like
Yeah,
studious courses and
they adopt some of the courses, but they are not of that interest. It is beyond
yes.
their interest. They adopt
Hmm.
the things, but later on, when they qualify in that particular
Hmm.
area, and whenever in the life journey they find they have got the opportunity to switch over to their hobby, they do that.
Yes, ma'am.
And I have seen many people like they are, B.Tech, M.Tech, and later on they are anchors or something. I said, how it
Yes.
happened? They said, even I was not knowing that this is my actual love and
True.
something. And when I realized, I moved to it, and now I'm doing
Hmm.
wonderful. Like, this is what, if we have something, we should not think about that there are only few streams and child should
Hmm.
excel in that only. That is where the even the CBSE says that we should enhance the what good child has. We should try
Yes.
to groom that, because
Hmm.
everyone cannot be doctor, engineer, or
True,
the
ma'am.
lawyer or something. There are a lot many perspectives. We should make
Hmm.
them to beautifully come out of it. What is required is we need to change our perspectives about the what education is all about, and that's why CBSE is also saying that. Where the new education policy is saying whatever the child's interest is, they should be
Hmm.
allowed to go for it. And I feel, yes, to make them to excel in that particular stream and
Hmm.
to be happy what they are doing, that is very, very important.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So my next question to you is, how do you imagine the education system in next 20 years at your school?
I feel what I wish, like,
Hmm.
I want that I should make more and more children to think about the what I mean. They should not be the crammers. They should not be
Hmm.
only confined to the books. They should be very smart, imaginative, creative,
Hmm.
where they can create their own kind of a things, like whatever their interests are.
Hmm.
And if they leave the school after that, also they should be able to excel very nicely. That kind of a competency they should have, so
Yes,
that they
ma'am.
can easily excel outside. They should have enough skills, whatever
Hmm.
the 21st century skills are being talked about. They should have that kind of a creative thinking, critical thinking, where they can have the solution of their problems, where they can think something better to solve their own problems themselves. I mean, that much competent we have to make them. This is how I feel like. And even there are the students who are doing like these kind of a things. I have you know few of the students, they are in just in 10th class, but they are
Hmm.
doing online trading and they are earning also.
Nice.
This is
That is so
something,
great.
their creativity, their
Hmm.
interest, which is, and I really appreciate that
Yes,
they are
ma'am.
able to do something great.
Hmm.
So we need to encourage such. I mean,
Yes,
if a
ma'am.
child is thinking something like which is
They can
of
start an
his thought
initiative
process,
plan.
we
Yes.
should appreciate those initiatives. And I really want that whatever skills, I mean, a child should imbibe, we should try to provide them, so that they are not, I mean, facing any kind of problems. They should be the
Hmm.
good learners,
Yes,
how
ma'am.
to I mean, grasp the things, and how
Hmm.
to be able to meet the society changes. Because I think education means adapting the things and adjusting in the environment, whatever environment will be provided to you.
Hmm.
That kind of a perspectives we need to develop in them.
Yes,
They
ma'am.
should be the smart, quick learner, digital learners.
Yes.
And because we are talking about artificial intelligence and other kind
Hmm.
of a thing, so
Here,
yes,
technology plays a great role now.
yes, technology is playing great role, and that's why they should be tech savvy and they should
Hmm.
know. I mean, even I have read, like Albert Einstein said that education is not about the reading books and all. It is all about
Hmm.
that how the child has the imagination system.
Yes,
Like
ma'am.
if a child is something imagining beyond, then
Hmm.
only he can think about doing some inventions,
Yes, ma'am.
but there
True.
has to have some idea.
Ideation.
So we need to make them to have that thought process,
Hmm.
developing thinking.
We
That
have to
is
indulge
important.
them in some
Yes,
that activities
yes,
that can
that
put
yes.
them to that extent.
Yes, and every child's thought process will be different. So
Yes,
we need
ma'am.
to elaborate such kind or introduce such kind of an activities where we are making them to think something different.
Hmm.
I mean, their imaginative imagination system to be developed. If the things are this way, what will be the other perspective? If the angle is changed, what the way it will be? Like we need to change the situations and the
Hmm.
conditions to make them to think beyond.
How communication plays a great vital role here. Like, is
I
communication is a supreme key for students to promote their work and how they could relate with that.
Communication is most important because if you have some thought processes within you
Hmm.
and you want to express it,
Yes.
how you will do that? That is with the
Hmm.
language communication.
Yes.
That is most important part.
Like many of the
And
students do face this issue. They do have done such a great thing. They had done excellent in their work, but they are unable to communicate that. They are unable to promote
see,
that thing to some other people.
for that, when we talk about the language,
Hmm.
uh, we should give more chance to them. They can speak
Yes, ma'am.
without thinking about what, I mean, it's right or wrong.
Hmm.
That rules and the regulation for a language can be considered later.
Yes, ma'am.
First is at least you try. If it is
Hmm.
any kind of a language, and supposing I have to learn Tamil,
Yes.
I won't go for learning it, reading it, or something.
Hmm.
I should, whatever I know words, I
Pronounce
should
it.
try to speak it.
Yes. Yes.
When I will start speaking, and slowly, gradually, I will learn it. And
Hmm.
we need to frame our mindset like this way that I will try 100% not to speak any other, only this particular
Yes.
language. When you are confined, when you are
Hmm.
conditioned
Hmm.
that only this, no other thing, then you are bound to do that only. One is that.
Hmm.
Another thing is be open, and even they can try within themselves, or they
Hmm.
should keep nearby friends where they can announce, okay, I'm going to use this kind of a
Hmm.
language, point out or criticize whenever I'm wrong. You can point out. There can be the other activities also to be introduced. We
And
can give
here,
them the topic,
hmm.
they can be within the class, they can be the
Hmm.
speaker, and slowly, gradually, one day they may be a bit, I
Excel
mean,
that thing.
wrong, and slowly,
Hmm.
gradually, they will
They can
excel in
excel.
it, and they
Hmm.
will start gaining the confidence. It's all about psychological. They
Hmm.
may be knowing, but because they
Yes.
are shy and hesitant, that's why they
Hmm.
are not. But once that hesitation is over, they will be able to. The only thing
Hmm.
is we need to condition them
Yes,
that
ma'am.
this is what I will point out, reminding them,
Hmm.
recalling them that your target speak like
Yes.
this. You have to, I mean, pointing
We have
out.
to recall them
Yes,
like you
pointing
are
out
in this
and reminding
situation.
them
Hmm.
positively,
Yes.
and then appreciating. Like, very good, lots of
Hmm.
improvement. You are
Appreciation
doing
also
good.
matters
Yes,
here.
then good job. Like
Yes.
these kind of things. You're
Hmm.
doing amazing. I mean, they want love. I mean, love and appreciation and rewards, that works like, I mean, I think it's very, very important.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody wants to be appreciated,
True.
and children are the one who love it most. When you appreciate them, they do the double work,
Yes.
what I feel. So it works.
And their environment also matters, like the people they roam around or they sit with, that also matters
Yeah, it
in their
all depends.
conditioning.
Again, it all depends environment, and it depends on your thought process.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, many they may not have environment, and home environment may be totally opposite, beyond your
Yes.
imagination even.
Hmm.
That doesn't make difference, because if your mindset is clear, child
Hmm.
has been made clear. He has been guided clearly that
Hmm.
whatever circumstances you may have, but your target is this and you need to reach this point, and the way is this.
Hmm.
You follow me? This is the way I will make you to reach there.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
just follow me. That's it. That's what trust build up.
True, ma'am.
There are a lot many children, they say, I want to go to the defense services. I
Hmm.
say, I can help you, just listen to me and follow me. And
Hmm.
even I start saying, you're the captain this, your
Yeah.
name is, you are the pilot this. I mean, like that they feel, yes. And they,
They can relate their dream to come true.
yes, and even whenever they behave in any way, then I go and
Hmm.
pointing, officers, they don't do like this. They respect the females most. So this is
Hmm.
something you need to change. You go on reminding.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
don't have to leave the child at any cost. We have to be connected with them, and they may leave us, but we don't have to leave them. Yes,
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is a consistency in following the things. We don't have to leave, because if we will leave them, they will be left forever. That we don't have to do. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for
Thank
this
you. It has been
great
nice. Yeah.
session. Same here.
Thank you.
Thank you for leading our students and audience with your precious thought and time. We hope this bond may grow through ages with Team Buddha.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, ma'am.
Thank